Greetings. So who are they talking about? Who are they talking about, Daisy? Something about they treated Pisces like Jesus, and Pisces gets lifetimes of vindication for that. That's interesting. That's interesting. You think Pisces paid off all their karmic debt? Stop it, Daisy. She doesn't like that. She doesn't. She can't meet light work or eye contact. Yeah, Pisces Kingdom talked about that one time. People have a hard time holding eye contact. Well, that's what happens when a seer locks eyes with your soul. It's called the INFJ Seer of Souls for a reason. And you know what they say? They're basically Jesus. Anyway, so where is this Pisces sun? I mean, I just made a video about that. They didn't want to give Pisces their flowers. Now you got readers talking about they treated him like Jesus. Okay, well then we would know if they treat him like Jesus, it would be a male. It would be one shining brightly like a candle or a diamond or the sun. They would be a healer. They would be a healer. They'd probably be fucking rolling your eyes like me. Just kind of rolling your eyes like me. What kind of substances are you on? Oh, lifetimes of vindication there, me. It's just what, and it's what is it? I call it chlorine. There's a lot of chlorine in that pool. Simple enough. Can't help you, Daisy. That's what it is. I mean, that whole aspect of God preparing a table before the enemies, it looks like it's being set pretty well. It's got silverware. It's got a knife. It's got a huge fork. There's a huge fork on that table. It's just what it is. That way everybody gets to the big fork. You know, that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. Did they really? Did the group really try to treat a healer like Jesus? Huh, amazing. Amazing. Now I hear that individual has spiritual authority in this situation. That's what it is. Hey, me, what kind of substances are you on, hon? I'm on spiritual authority. Works that way. Works that way sometimes. And you can't let them know what you're doing. because the ones on substances think they're your hun. He said the only thing the sun needs during these temperance tests is bug spray. This is what it is. I can't do anything about that. However, I do agree with Pisces Kingdom on less is more. So we're only going to do a 3-card pull. Got us all it is. Angels, Archangels, Ascended Masters, the Divine White Light asked to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself, as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Says the whole thing. Being cryptic it's a channeled message. Right? And the purity of the message, it comes from the light. That information, the thing that they're trying to harvest all across YouTube for views. That's why we started doing that. That's why I would rather sound like I'm on drugs with 5-star reviews for a fake me profile than to let people contend, because what else did she say? She said that everyone involved would be suffering. Oh, okay. Well, we certainly don't want any suffering. So they'll all be on substances. Oh, speaking of, there was a active pew person up here at the hospital. Boy, those are getting dangerous these days. Active pew lockdown at the hospital. It's just what it is. Oh, Jesus in my 5-star reviews. Yeah, that's where he works. It's a big complex. Anyway, might need to check on that individual. It's just what it is. Might need to check, make sure he's okay. Might need to check and make sure he's okay. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. Anyway, I'm glad to see it's all coming out in the wash. But I mean, now we've gone from, looking for the glowing earth angel, healer, intuitive, tarot reader, starseed, chosen one, whatever those birth chart symbolisms confirm. That's what it is. Basically, you were chosen to be born that day. Simple enough. It's a 316 thing. And when I hear divine readers talking about how Archangel Michael will be dismantling these groups that got involved, And I'm telling you, it's very easy to figure out who they are. They're talking about chosen one material, or they're talking about starseed activations. They're a corrupt group of parasites living off the spiritual community. They're luring star seeds in with their gimmick. Okay, cool. Dolores Cannon, QHHT, been around since the 60s. Reiki, 50 countries, been around 2,500 years. The healing power Jesus possessed. Imagine that. Says so in the class, but you have to have class to know that. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. We're just going to go ahead and do some randomness. Do. In the present moment, what are we looking at? Oh, yeah, see, it's what we're talking about. They have no spiritual protection. I hear they'll be doing some suffering over the next... I said an 8-year cycle. One of the other readers said 10. And that's what it is. I guess 10 would be completion. So who knows? Who knows? They're in God's hands at this point. Lots of natural disasters, volcanoes, things of that nature, wreaking havoc on the planet. Now, Mystic 9 did say when evil goes up against an earth angel, then, war angels and their destructions are soon to follow. And, whatever that means, we can always go look at, 3-eye Atlas. Oh my God, is it a comet? Is it a spaceship? And they got fallen angel I put on Facebook last night, fire falling from the sky. And I remember we did predict fire and brimstone about, 10, 20 videos back? It's just what it is. In the past, yeah, see, it's what it is. You're talking about a group of individuals that didn't care. They didn't care if they wanted you to not have any delight in what you were doing. They wanted you to walk away so that they could steal your intellectual property, Pisces. Okay, great. Where are those Pisces? Where are the Pisces that have the investments, the intellectual property that was stolen? Spiritual, physical, 3D, 5D inheritance, whatever. Where are those Pisces? Where are those individuals at? Because it's what it is. If they're trying to treat you like you're Jesus, Pisces, well, it's just what it is. We have to treat you the opposite of what they did. Simple enough. We have to do the opposite of what they did for you, Pisces. But we have to find you first. We have to find you first, Pisces. Because you can't have that many tarot readers talking about those. And what have we narrowed it down to? Well, we know they're an intuitive tarot reader. We know they're an intuitive tarot reader. We know that they're a male. We know that they're male. Leo rising, fixed Saturn sign for the boss of karma. If there's going to be people suffering karma over this situation, it's just what it is. It would be the Ark Covenant of the Serpent's rainbow. Well, that would be the sun to the moon with the Leo rising most high in the Lover's card. So we've got that symbolism down. They would need to be a Sagittarius and Neptune that rules Pisces Sun, so they would have the Temperance Angel aspect covered. Yeah, they would have to meet all of those requirements to be that light being energy that they're talking about. What is the future outcome to the situation? Oh, yeah, see, there's no love. Be a lot of sadness. If they're going to be suffering over the vindication of a healer due to all of the karma that they incurred over the past 8 to 10 year cycle, there's really nothing I can do about that. Really nothing I can do about it. she said, never give your best for bare minimum. And I thought, well, yeah, that's service work. And it always comes out in the water. Whatever was taken is always returned. Just don't expect it to be returned the way that it was taken. We've got that down. I have a class for how that works. So it's just what it is. But it's just what it is. It goes along with what she said. You don't want to bump your gums. You don't want to do too much of this with all those energy harvesters, because we knew that if they were trying to stop the healer from finishing that cycle due to the last karmic contract. So we have no more karmic contracts. It's just what it is. We were able to clear all of those. There's a class for that, how to clear karmic contracts. It's not that hard. Are there still some 3D issues in the situation? Absolutely. There was an injustice done against the divine. They're doing everything they can to exercise their power and their control over that divine healing energy. They just went. They have to exercise their power and their control. That's what and I hear someone exercise their power and control in their hospital earlier. It's all on lockdown. They're busy anyway. Yeah, that whole sworn to protect and serve aspect of life, it's in the hospital right now. Everything's on lockdown. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Don't care to. Don't care to. All I care about is finding that person that they treated like Jesus. That's what it is, because you can get something done with that individual. It's just what it is. Pisces Kingdom said it took 5 people in their shadows going up against that one light being to fail miserably and be in regret. And I mean, if that's true, then I'm looking for that individual. I want to work with them. Simple. No, you can't work with these other people. You can only work with someone like that. 5 people, you got to be careful who you have on your team. 5 people going up against someone like that, and then they all lose. It's just what it is. I want to work with that guy or girl. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. She would look like a funny Jesus, though. Does she have like the beard and that? Does she look like the chick from The Ring? The Grudge and shit. It's just what it is. And I mean, it's always my chameleon aspect as an INFJ. It's always better if people don't know. Die? Oh, he's a great kid to have around. He has absolutely no idea about what I do. Every tarot reader on the planet does, and he doesn't watch tarot. So that's what it is. Is that shady? Is that inauthentic? Is that keeping secrets? Well, yeah, your privacy is your protection. So it's what it is. It's ask and receive. If they don't ask, they don't receive. Because every time someone asks, they usually can't believe that shit until it's too late, right? Or they make dumbass statements out of the left side of their mouth. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. We've been telling them to hold their tongue, but they don't know how to do that, and that's fine. They make comments, and the next thing you see is a reader saying the sun needs bug spray. So that would be the substances that we'll be searching for. We'll be checking the nooks and the crannies and the little trap areas for some black flag and raid. Just what it is. I can remember when there was the Roundup lawsuit, the weed killer. I thought, yeah, well, once you just encircle yourself with energy and start working on your addictions, as soon as I used weed killer on myself, I started to grow and nothing else around me did. Amazing how that works, huh? So that's interesting. We'll see how this all turns out. We'll see how it all turns out. I mean, I think the whole aspect of groups, gaggles, hives, and herds going through an 8 to 10 year karmic cycle of suffering, that's going to suck for them. That's really, really going to suck for them. Now, the healer, because we know that it's an intuitive, tarot reader, psychic, healer, whatever, healing business. We know they have a healing business. So if they have a healing business and their business is healing, and they were treated like Jesus, and now have lifetimes of vindication, okay, we want to hunt down that, and I'm looking for that individual, because it's just what it is. It's what it is. I mean, it's an open door policy, but it's just like these readers said, be careful who you open the door to, because you don't want the wrong person. You don't want the wrong person coming and fucking everything up like all these other people did. Simple enough, because there's groups, gaggles, hives, and herds that are all, oh God, what have we done to the light? And it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I'm not concerned at all. That is a them problem, not a me problem. Simple enough. So, look at that. Yeah, maybe 15 minutes. Usually I do the whole 20 minutes, but it just doesn't matter. I'm going to go on off and continue to enjoy my day while we figure out, we want to find out where is this individual that these readers are talking about. They treated like Jesus. Holy shit. Is that true? Was the jealousy, envy, and greed over that person's destiny really that bad? Wow. It's just what it is. Anyway, makes you wonder what kind of substances they were on, doesn't it? Me. When fucking me comes into your content, that's what it is. You will forever, your biggest flex in life will be fucking me in my comments. Well, there goes fucking me again. Simple enough. We took our magic wand and turned you into Marsha. That's what it is. Anyway, I have a lot of fun with this. So, I mean, and you know, I ask the questions in the comments, and then you'll get the answer everywhere. And I'm like, okay, well, I understand. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. However, that reader is talking about a light that you can see, hear, and feel. Great. So I'm looking for those. Where are those inner light awakenings of an INFJ in a Pisces? Because it's a needle. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. And it's what it is. And I ask the question, and then I get the response. We're everywhere. Okay, well, if you were everywhere, where is your business? Because as soon as I go onto your platform, you have no business. And that individual, that reader, is talking about a teacher, a healer, a light being, an earth angel. It's what it is. Okay, great. But they have a business. How am I going to invest in a business if you don't fucking have one? It's a simple question, right? Somebody is waiting. There is an earth angel out there waiting for someone to come and invest in their business, give them their flowers. Great. Where is that person? I want to go and invest in their business. Simple enough. It is fucking simple enough. It's not that hard. Everybody's fucking greedy on my end. I'm going to go and invest in that fucking healer with a business. I'm a hell of a negotiator. That's just what it is. If I can't fucking find what I'm looking for, I don't just walk in the fucking store and pull shit out of the fucking discount rack. So y'all mull that over for a little bit. And when you find this Jesus individual, this healer, this teacher with a business that has lifetimes of vindication that all these tarot readers are talking about, feel free to give me a call. Because it's what it is. I mean, when they're telling thousands of people that, great. Out of those thousands of people, where are the teachers? Where are the healers? Where are the ones glowing with a fucking light? Where are the ones that did the work? Because I want to invest in them. I can't invest in these other people. They don't have a business. They're not teachers. And they're not healers. I can only invest in the teachers and the healers with a business. I can't invest in a business if they don't have a fucking business to invest in. Namaste.